Good day, learners. So today we are here again in this reinforcement video. Again, this is Sir Kent, and hopefully that this video will be able to help you in understanding your lessons better and for you to be able to answer your modules easily. So today in this video, we will be talking about the topic, the Earth and its four subsystems. So kindly fasten your seatbelts and watch this video, listen carefully, and apply the knowledge that you will be able to learn in this video in answering your modules. This blue and living world called Earth is consist of four subsystems, or also known as the spheres of the Earth. They are the atmosphere, the geosphere, the hydrosphere, and the biosphere. Atmosphere. The word atmosphere comes from the Greek roots atmos, which means gas, and sphera, which means globe or ball. The atmosphere makes up of all the gases on Earth. It extends outward about 10,000 kilometers from the surface of the Earth. It is composed of 78% nitrogen, 20.9% oxygen, 0.9% argon, 350 parts per million carbon dioxide, and other components. The atmosphere of the Earth has different layers: the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. The troposphere extends to about 14.5 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It is the lowest layer where the weather forms. The stratosphere is found 14.5 to 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The ozone layer that protects the Earth from the sun's harmful UV radiation is found in this layer. The mesosphere extends from 50 to 85 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It protects the Earth from the impact of space debris. The thermosphere is found 85 to 600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It has charged particles that are affected by the Earth's magnetic field. The particles create the auroras, or northern and southern lights. The exosphere is the farthest layer. It extends to about 10,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Geosphere. Geo is a Greek root which means ground. Geosphere includes all the soil, rocks, and minerals present in the crust to the core of the Earth. It is divided into three layers, namely crust, mantle, and core. The crust is the outermost layer of the geosphere. It is made mostly of the silicate materials. There are two different types of crust: the oceanic and the continental crusts. The thin oceanic crust that lies beneath the oceanic floors is about 5 to 10 kilometers thick. On the other hand, the thick continental crust that makes up the continents is about 15 to 70 kilometers thick. The mantle, which lies just below the crust, is made mostly of silicate rocks, rich in magnesium and iron. It is about 2,900 kilometers thick. It has increasing temperatures and increasing depths. For instance, the layer with the lowest temperature is the one right beneath the crust. This layer which is soft enough to flow, causes the plates of the crust to move. On the other hand, the layer with the highest temperature is found in contact with the heat-producing core. The core, which is having a radius of 3,400 kilometers, is the innermost layer of the Earth. It is made up of iron and nickel. It is the source of internal heat because it contains radioactive materials that release energy as they decay into more stable substances. Hydrosphere. The hydrosphere includes all of the water on or near the Earth's surface. It includes water in the oceans, lakes, rivers, wetlands, polar ice caps, soil, rock layers beneath the Earth's surface, and clouds. Hydro is a Greek root which means water. Hydrosphere is composed of all the water of the Earth in any form. It is comprised of 97.5% salt water and 2.5% of fresh water. It includes all the bodies of water such as oceans, lakes, rivers, and marshes. Clouds and rain are also part of the hydrosphere. The water on Earth is constantly moving. It moves through the oceans in currents. Warm waters in the tropics move toward the poles, while cold water from the polar regions move toward the tropics. Water also flows into streams and rivers, and through the rocks underground. It can also move from the Earth's surface to the air by evaporation, and then fall back to Earth as precipitation. It even moves into and out of the bodies of organisms. Biosphere. Bio is a Greek root that means life. The biosphere is comprised of all living things. It includes all microbes, plants, and animals. It extends to the upper areas of the atmosphere where insects and birds can be found. It also reaches the deep parts of the oceans where marine organisms can still survive. Organisms interact with other spheres to survive. Many organisms need oxygen and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to carry out life processes. Water, which comprises the hydrosphere, is also important to organisms. Finally, the rocks, soil, and minerals constitute the geosphere also support life. These Earth's subsystems interact in the following ways. Matter and energy move and cycle between the four different subsystems. These cycles make life on Earth possible. An example of these cycles is the water cycle. Water moves between different spheres. It absorbs, releases, and transports energy around the world in its different forms. However, some of the components in the subsystems overlap. The most common example is the soil, which can be considered as a part of the hydrosphere, the geosphere, and even the biosphere. Since the soil is a complex material made up of air, soil particles, water, and organisms, it underscores that a clear division among subsystems cannot be drawn.